Hey, how are you? How are you? And we are back. We are back. Changing your marriage in 5-minute chunks. We're going to do an experiment, and we want to see if see what you two, as you're watching, see what you notice. We're going to be doing something, and we want to give you this 5-minute chunk. The idea of when you're having an argument or you're having a difficult conversation, there is something that happens within every 5 minutes or less that absolutely make the difference. And we're going to demonstrate it. We want to see if you can catch it. Okay, ready? But we're going to make an argument about where we're going to be eating. Pam loves Mexican food. I absolutely love Japanese. And we're going to have an argument where we really want to hold to, because we both feel kind of neglected, that we always get the other person gets their way. So Japanese, Mexican. But we got to try and really stick with it. Ready? So here's the skip, but we're going to add something to the argument. Okay, ready? And action. Look, I really know you love the Mexican, but it's been 6 months. 6 months of Mexican. So I want Japanese. There's this place downtown, and I finally want to be able to go.
That's why you're being dramatic. 6 months?
6 months.
6 months. Please, can we compromise here?
Look, all I know, I've really been feeling like I never get a chance to have a say on this kind of thing.
Never?
I never get a chance to with this kind of thing.
Word, babe. Can we come up with an agreement? You give a little, I give a little.
Okay, look, I think your point of view makes sense. I do think it makes sense. But here's the deal. This place is new, and I want to really be able to go. And they have a great deal. So can we once just finally go to the Japanese?
But I don't really like Japanese food.
Well, that's always been the problem. You always that's it.
Tell me how much you love it and why we should go there.
Well, to be honest, I really want to go because I was thinking about living in Japan, and I know this is going to be a chance for us. Yes.
That's your reason.
That's my main reason for the go. Look, I love you, and I know we wanted to consider as we get older being in an Asian part of the world. So we'll come out of the argument right there. I was getting a little silly, but now I'm curious. If you can, just think for a moment. Now, the thing that was given was the argument over 2 places to eat, and some resentment built up. So that's a problem. See if you can notice what it was. What do you think people will say, Pam? Think they'll notice it?
Yeah, I think they'll notice it.
What happens in an argument? And you could capture it if I had a camera and just watch people arguing in little chunks, is something called a repair attempt. A repair attempt is while you're having a difficult conversation, one or both spouses is making the attempt to keep the conversation going, let the other person know that you still love them, appreciate them, that you're arguing, but you're arguing with the person that you're deeply committed to and in love with. You're arguing, but you're arguing with the bride of Christ. You're arguing with the most beautiful woman in the world who's there for you. And so you say things and do things that repair the rupture in the moment. Not even skipping over the argument, but as you're arguing, you say things like, what was the repair attempts that you gave?
I said, can we compromise?
Just that phrase. You know there's an agreement here and you know it's going nowhere. You say, can we compromise? What was the other one that you used?
I also thought of, tell me why you love it.
In other words, get the person to really get their heart out. Tell them why they love it. You want to get to a yes. We'll give another one that you used.
I can't.
Can't remember the last one?
I can't remember the last one.
One I used was, I started saying at the end that says, but I love you.
I love you.
Sometimes just saying something that communicates I love you in the moment, in and of itself, is a repair attempt. Sometimes a repair attempt can be things that say things like, you're starting to convince me. Okay, I think I'm beginning to get what you say here. You kind of let the person know that you're moving them, that you're not as rigid as they may think you are. You let them know that you're not a stick in the mud, so to speak. So those are repair attempts, and we had put them on the screen. I would like you to try. Use those. Next argument, have 1 or 2 or 3 repair attempts ready and throw them in every few sentences. And this has been a great 5-minute chunk of ice, I guess you'd say.
Chunk of ice.
Chunk of ice.
Try them and let us know how it goes. This has been great.